There are 32 games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025, reportedly. One of the games on this list has been confirmed for years, but hasn't released yet. We know delays are imminent, but these games are supposedly coming out in 2025 for the Nintendo Switch 2. This does not cover the launch title games. I have a separate video breaking down all of the launch title games, so if you're interested in that, that'll be linked in the description below. These are 32 additional games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, and if I have prices, or if they're a key card, or if they're a code in a box, I will provide that information as well. On top of that, I will also be doing the tier list just like we did in the other video, where I break down where I think these games should go as far as if you should buy them day one or wait for a sale. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the first party games here. First and foremost, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game looks absolutely fantastic. I gotta say, I love all the destruction elements, the particle effects. There's so much happening on screen with all the destruction going on in this game, and it's unconfirmed what team made this, but it looks like Mario Odyssey, so I'm wondering if the Mario Odyssey team made this. This one is coming in at $70 on the Nintendo Switch. This is a physical and a digital release, and just like I mentioned in the previous video, all first-party Nintendo games are not key cards, so all of the game is on the cartridge, so you don't have to worry about that with these games. As far as Donkey Kong Bonanza goes for me, this is a must play. I already have it pre-ordered, but I think this game looks absolutely phenomenal, and we should definitely be picking this one up day one. Next up, we have Drag and Drive. This is that cool new wheelchair, like it's like Rocket League and I don't even know. It looks really cool. Basketball Rocket League, but you're in a wheelchair is what it looks like to me. And you use the mouse controls to control the wheels on the wheelchair. It looks super, super fun. And I've heard great things about it from everybody that's actually attended the hands-on experiences for this particular game. So I'm keen to try this one out, and it is something that I personally am going to be picking up day one. I'm very excited for it. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a physical release or a digital only release. They have not confirmed that, but the release date is summer of 2025 for this one. Next up is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. This one looks super cool. I really liked Age of Calamity back on the original Switch. However, that thing chugged on that hardware. So this looks really exciting because it can actually run at a decent frame rate, and it tells the story of when Zelda went back in time in Tears of the Kingdom. So very, very cool premise as far as the story goes. It doesn't even look like Link is in this game, but I would imagine Link is going to be like an unlockable character that maybe you could go back and do challenge runs with. I think that's more than likely for this particular game. This is coming in at around 70 would be my guess. I have a feeling that this is going to be a $70 title for the Switch 2, and it's coming in at the winter season for the Switch 2. So for me, I'm gonna say this is a must play. I really enjoyed Age of Calamity, despite the fact that it wasn't canon. I believe this one is canon, which is really exciting. So for me, I'm looking forward to this one quite a bit. Next up, we have Kirby Air Riders, and this is a sequel to a GameCube game, and we don't have a whole lot of information regarding this game other than the fact that it is coming out in 2025 and Sakurai is working on it. That's really all we know about Kirby Air Riders. I'm excited to try it, as I never played Kirby Air Riders on the GameCube. I would love to see the original come to the GameCube NSO, so that way we could kind of get excited for the new one. For where I'd put this on my list, I'll probably end up pre-ordering this one. I can't say it's a must play, as I've never played the original, but I've heard good things about Kirby Air Riders, so I'm keen to try it out. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, that is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 as well as the Switch 1, and there will likely be some sort of upgrade path. If you have a Switch 1, you buy it there, and then you can get it on a Switch 2 later if you get Switch 2 down the road. As far as pricing goes, we don't know what the price for this particular game is going to be. This game looks fantastic. It runs fantastic from everything I've seen from the hands-on experience. It uses the mouse controls on the Switch 2. As far as pricing goes, I'm going to guess that Metroid is a $70 title. I don't think Metroid has the like household name aspect that Mario does, so I don't think it can get away with the Mario Kart $80 price tag. I would imagine the Switch 1 version will be $60 and the Switch 2 version is going to be $70. And I just got into the Metroid series. I played Metroid Prime Remastered for the first time. First Metroid game I ever played, and absolutely loved it on my Switch. Just recently beat that, and I upgraded my NSO, so I have the expansion pack for the Switch 2, and I started playing Super Metroid, and that game holds up so well. So I'm really digging the Metroid series so far. I'm really enjoying it, so I'm gonna put Metroid Prime 4 in my must-play category. Super Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV, if that name isn't long enough, good lord. This is coming to the Nintendo Switch Switch 2. It looks like July 24th is the release date for this particular game, coming in at $80 on the Nintendo Switch 2. But if you have Mario Party Jamboree on the Switch, it is a $20 upgrade free for the Switch 2 version. Mario Party's great. I've heard this is the best Mario Party. And as far as where I'm putting it, I'm going to put it in the pre-ordered category. I'm going to pick this one up. I have the camera pre-ordered, and there's some new mini games that utilize the camera in this particular version of Mario Party. It also has some new mini games that use the mouse control, so a lot of cool stuff coming in this. I'm going to put it in the pre-ordered category. I won't put it in the must-play category. As far as Mario Party goes, it's not a game that I play a ton. It's just once in a while we get a group of people together and we all have fun playing Mario Party, really test our friendship, you know. So for me, it's gonna go in the pre-ordered category. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. This one, sadly, I never actually picked up on the original Switch. It is worth noting, for Super Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, both of those games have been out for a while on the Switch, so you can likely find them on sale or at a discounted price for a pre-ordered copy, and then upgrade them to the Nintendo Switch version, and that'll save you a bit of money. Just something to make note of. But Kirby and the Forgotten Lands is making its way over. It's got some additional DLC content in there. It's going to be $80 on the Nintendo Switch 2 with a $20 upgrade fee if you already have it on the Switch 1, and it looks like it's landing August 28th on the Switch 2. For me, I'm going to put it in the pre-order category. Again, I did not pick this one up on the Switch 1. I wish I had, because I heard fantastic things about it. So I'm going to put it in the pre-order category. I'll get it a little bit later down the road and play that one. The final first-party game we're going to talk about is Pokemon Legends ZA, and I'm recording this video the day that this news dropped. The Pokemon Directs is coming in July. I believe it's July 22nd. So we have a lot of time to prep and get excited about the Pokemon Direct. But Legends ZA is coming, and it's looking like it's an October 16th release date based on the leaks. And the leaks are also indicating that the Switch 1 version is going to be $60 and the Switch 2 version is going to be $70 on release. Now, this might be a hot take. I understand not everybody enjoys Pokemon to the same degree as everyone else. If you know anything about me, I have a separate channel where I only talk about Pokemon. So for me, Pokemon Legends ZA is going to go in the must-play category because I love Pokemon. Pokemon is one of my favorite game series of all time. That is just going to be a must-play for me. I'm very, very excited for Pokemon Legends ZA. Moving on, we've got third-party games. There's a ton of third-party games. The majority of this list, as you can tell by the tier list, is third-party games. So we're going to get into it. First off, Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. This is coming September 5th, 2025. This is not a key card. The entire game is on the cartridge, which is very exciting. Support this game. First and foremost, I played the original Daemon X Machina on the Switch 1, and it's a fun game. I really enjoyed it, and this one looks leagues better than that game. So I'm very excited for Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. The graphics look great. The gameplay looks great. It looks so much more vast than the previous game on the Switch 1. And I really enjoyed the first one. So for me, I'm very, very much looking forward to this. I already have this game pre-ordered. I really am looking forward to this one a lot. Next up is Raito Remastered, coming June 19th to the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. This is another Atlas action RPG, and honestly, I had no idea what this game was until I started making this video, but it kind of looks cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks kind of cool. You're like a detective that uses like demon summoning, but the battles look very similar to what Spectrobes used to be on the DS, where you go into battle with the monsters and you battle it looks very, very cool. So for me, I think I'm gonna put this one in the wait for a sale category. I think it looks cool, and it looks like something I'd definitely be interested in playing. I don't know that I want to pay full price for it. I think it's something I'll wait for like a holiday sale or something to pick up. Next is Tamagotchi Plaza, coming June 27th, and has an upgrade from the original Nintendo Switch version, coming to both Switch 1 and Switch 2. Looks pretty interesting as far as like a cutesy kind of life sim, kind of Animal Crossing-esque. For me, this is probably going to be either wait for a sale or on the fence. I think I'm gonna put it in on the fence. Right now, there's so many games coming out that I don't know if I really want to spend the money on Tamagotchi Plaza. The next one is super, super weird. It is Shadow Labyrinth, and this is coming out July 18th and has an upgrade from the Switch version. It is an action RPG with Pac-Man, and it looks kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of sick. There's like battle elements and Pac-Man. There's like this robot Pac-Man that's there, and like gives you power-ups, and you use it to like traverse the world. It looks so cool, honestly. I'm genuinely very interested in this one. I think I'm gonna put it in the wait for a sale category just till I see some more info on it and see how reviews look for this. It could definitely move up into the pre-order category, but I want to see how this game performs as far as reviews go and see how the audience receives this game. It looks really interesting and the concept's really cool. I'm just not entirely sold on it yet. Next up is Wild Hearts S. This game actually looks cool. The trailer that they released doesn't look fantastic, so I don't know how this is actually going to perform on the Switch 2. However, this is a game that's been out for a while. Wild Hearts is available on other platforms. It is a Monster Hunter-esque game, but looks like this one has some village building elements, and you take on these big monsters, kaiju-sized monsters, and you have these different technologies and weapons that you can use. Very, very Monster Hunter. As far as the pricing goes, it's unconfirmed. This game is coming July 25th, 2025, but this game, like I said, is available on other platforms. On Steam, it is $70, so I would imagine that this game comes in at $70 on the Switch 2. As far as where I'd put this, I think I'd wait for a sale. I honestly, this is kind of honestly, I'm gonna put it on the fence. I think this game looks cool, but I would rather play a Monster Hunter game. So for me, I think I'm holding out hope that there's a Monster Hunter Switch exclusive coming out, like Monster Hunter Rise was, and then we'll get that. So that's kind of what I'm holding out hope for. If I can get this game on a really good sale, I'll pick it up for sure. But for me, I'm gonna put it on the fence category for now. No Sleep for Kaname Date. I have no idea what this game is. I'd never heard of it until I started making this video, but it's coming in at July 20th at $50, and apparently it's a detective adventure game, which I got none of that from the actual trailer. So kind of a weird looking game. I'm gonna just put it in the not interested category. I'm not particularly keen on this one, but $50 price tag isn't too bad for a game that looks quite nice. I think the graphics are really cool. It's a more stylized graphic. I think it looks cool, but not something I'm particularly interested in. Next, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, August 27th, 2025, $60 and a Switch 2 upgrade path coming to both Switch 1 and Switch 2. This is another like cozy life sim. You could like have relationships and grow the village and blah, blah, blah. Like I said in the last video, these kind of games are a dime a dozen on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm going to put it in the not interested category. I have no interest in playing this particular game at all, but regardless, if this is your jam, I'm sure you could get some enjoyment out of this particular game. Star Wars Outlaws is making its way over to the Nintendo Switch 2. This is a game that was received very poorly at launch for the other platforms, but making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2 on September 4th, and I'd imagine this is going to be a $70 title on the Nintendo Switch 2. Honestly, it'd be great if this game came out at a discounted price because of how poorly it was received on other consoles. Maybe they try to make some money back putting this on sale. I believe this is a key card. You will not be able to actually have the full game on the cartridge with this, which I'm not shocked by because it's a Ubisoft game. If I'm wrong by that, please correct me in the comment section below, but I'm pretty confident this one is a key card. For me, this is going to go in the wait for a sale category. I think it looks cool. I love Star Wars, but it's not something I want to pay full price for if they do release it at that $70 price tag, so it's something I'm willing to wait for. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, very popular game series, very cool. I have very fond memories of playing these games, renting them from Family Video as a kid and playing them on the GameCube. Very cool stuff. For Tony Hawk, the problem with Tony Hawk on the Switch is it's a code in a box, so that's very unfortunate. Make sure you buy this one digitally if you're not a fan of codes in a box. I don't know who likes codes in a box, but that's just something to note. This game is a code in a box. Coming summer of 2025. For me, I'm gonna go with maybe wait for a sale. I like this series, but I'm not paying full price day one for this particular game, so for me, I'm gonna wait this one out. Witchbrook. This is coming holiday of 2025. It has a kind of a cozy witch life sim. Looks like there's some sort of witch school that you're partaking in, and there's a whole other town that you can visit and explore and interact with the villagers. And it says it's coming the holiday 2025, but no official release date has been made as of this point. Very nice pixel art. I really like the pixel art, but for me personally, this one's gonna go in the not interested category. Just I'm not big on all these like cozy life sim games. The only one that I'm really big on is Animal Crossing. Really enjoy Animal Crossing, but I'm gonna play a life sim. I'm just gonna go play Animal Crossing. Marvel's Cosmic Invasion actually looks pretty dope. I'm kind of keen to play this particular game. It looks like a very awesome art style, very cool beat 'em up Marvel game. I would imagine that this game comes in at like a $25 to $30 price range on the Switch 2. It is coming holiday of 2025 and has some really cool characters, a lot of X-Men in there, Captain America's there, Wolverine's there, Spider-Man. So really cool characters. I'm sure this game will probably get some like DLC with some additional characters or free updates with additional characters. This is one I'm interested in picking up. I like beat 'em up games. I like the OG Turtles games, stuff like that. So this kind of fits that bill. I think I'm going to put this in the pre-ordered category because I think this one looks really cool. Next up is Elden Ring. Elden Ring is coming to the Switch. We knew this from the original Switch 2 Direct. We do not have an official release date yet for this particular game. This is the Tarnished Edition, which means it's coming with the DLC. So I would venture a guess that this is going to come in at about the $70 price range. For me, I'm going to put this in the pre-ordered category. More out of morbid curiosity than anything else. I just want to see how this game actually runs and performs on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is a very graphically demanding game, and I'm keen, especially with Cyberpunk looking as good as it does, how this game is going to look when it launches. So for me, I'm going to put it in the pre-ordered category. Hades 2. This game cooks. I've already played this game on Steam. I absolutely love this game. Played it on my Steam Deck. It's fantastic handheld. So it's going to fit perfectly on the Nintendo Switch 2. I will double dip. I'm going to put this in the must play category. I'm going to buy this again on my Switch 2. Fingers crossed for a physical release on the cartridge. Would really like to pick this game up again on Switch 2 as a physical copy. I love Hades. I loved Hades 2. Definitely worth picking up. I just genuinely can't say enough about this. And I will say, if you haven't played the original Hades, you could probably catch it on sale if you're interested, but you don't need to really play the original Hades to get enjoyment out of Hades 2. So really solid game. Really cannot recommend it enough. It's in the must play for me. This is the one I talked about earlier where it could come this year, but with how much this game has been delayed, who knows? It's Hollow Knight Silksong. This game is probably the most anticipated indie game of all time. Everybody wants this game to come out. Hollow Knight is fantastic. It's amazing. It plays great on the original Switch. It's a fantastic handheld game. Cannot recommend the original Hollow Knight enough. So for me, I'm going to put Silksong in the must play category whenever it actually makes its way to the Nintendo Switch 2. I want this game so badly to come out because I really enjoyed the first one, but who knows? Who knows when it's actually going to come out? We did get an announcement that EA Sports FC and Madden NFL 26 are going to be making their way to the Nintendo Switch. These prices are likely going to be the exact same that they are on the other platforms, so just expect whatever those are. As far as FC goes, not interested. As far as Madden goes, I'll probably put it in the pre-ordered category. I'm a big fan of Madden and college football. If college football makes its way to the Nintendo Switch, I'm getting college football and not Madden. I'm going to buy one or the other. I don't need two football games. But college football, I'm way more into than pro football. So I would love to see college football make its way over to the Nintendo Switch. That's going to be the game I get. But if not, I'm more than happy to pick up Madden and play that handheld. This is going to be really awesome and handheld. Borderlands 4. I mean, if you're on the internet, you've probably seen the debate around this particular game. Price is unconfirmed, but if you're a real fan, you should be able to buy it, right? That's such a dumbass thing to say. I can't believe that Randy actually said that. It's crazy to me. But jokes aside, I'm a fan of Borderlands. I am a big fan of Borderlands, the whole series, and despite the fact that the CEO of the company said something really stupid, I'm not gonna not support the devs who worked really hard on this game to get it put over, and it's a series that I really like. So for me, I'm gonna put it in the pre-ordered category despite the stupid stuff that the CEO had to say, because again, the CEO is not the one putting blood, sweat, and tears into building this game. It's the devs, and I don't want to not support the devs because the CEO is a moron, right? So for me, I'm still gonna pre-order this game. I'm gonna play it on the Switch too. I totally understand if you sit this one out because of that. I really get it. The response was very tone deaf, but yeah, it was something. Goodnight Universe is coming to the Switch 2. It looks like this weird, trippy. I haven't seen anything about this game till I made this video, and it's like this trippy world where you're like an intelligent baby, and you're in this I don't know, it looks like you start and you're with your family, and then something happens and you're traversing this world as a baby and going through this. I don't know, it's wild looking. I think I'm gonna put it in the wait for a sale category. This game actually looks really cool. And if I see more positive things, this could go up into the pre-ordered category, but honestly, it looks really interesting. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one. 2-Point Museum. This is a museum builder game. It's been out, I believe, on the original Nintendo Switch for a while, but it is coming to Switch 2. And this is like a perfect game for mouse controls. This game looks fantastic as far as using mouse controls to like build this museum out. As far as where I'm interested in on this particular game, I'm gonna say not interested, but it does look cool for people that are into that kind of game. Like a game I would kind of put this in a similar frame to, but like a little different, is like the Jurassic World games where you're like building up the park. Those games I'm really into. This is not something I'm particularly interested in, but it's akin to that. So if you're into that style of game, this is something you probably want to keep your eye out on. Reanimal is coming to the Switch 2, and this game looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, this game looks really, really cool. It comes from the studio behind Little Nightmares, which make these really awesome, like almost like I won't say claymation because it's not claymation, but like similar style art-wise to a claymation, and it's like these horror games. This one looks particularly interesting. I really like the style that they're going for, and I'm really into horror. Horror is just something I love. So for me, I'm gonna put this in the pre-order category. I really am keen to try this one out and see what this is all about. I would imagine it's probably $30 to $40 price range, which is a nice price point for this particular game. Keen to try this one out. It looks really, really cool. Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. What a name. Long name. I'm not a Professor Layton guy. I have never played the Professor Layton games. I know they're very popular. They keep making them. So people are interested in them, but for me, I'm going to put that in the no category. Not interested in that one for myself. Next up, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Don't have a release date on this. I would imagine this one comes in at about a $60 to $70 price range. Very, very excited to see how this game looks once it's finalized and put on the Switch 2. The trailers look fantastic. The game looks great. Me personally, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but I loved Final Fantasy 16, and I've heard from friends that have played this game that it plays more similarly to Final Fantasy 16, so it might be something I pick up on the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm gonna put it in the wait for a sale category, just because I'm not entirely sure if I plan to pick this game up yet or not. It sounds interesting, and again, if it plays like Final Fantasy 16, I'm kind of in. But I don't know yet. I'm going to wait and see some more stuff and see how it looks on the Switch 2 and see what the price point is before I make a final decision on that one. Then we got confirmation as well that NBA 2K and WWE 2K are going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. All the sports games are making their way over. So very, very cool. But NBA 2K, for me, I'm going to put it on the fence. I'm not the biggest basketball fan. I enjoy basketball games. They're fun to play. But I'm not the biggest basketball enjoyer. For me, WWE is something I do follow and I really enjoy. Me and my wife really like watching WWE. So for me, I'm going to put this up in the pre-order category. I like WWE and it's something that I enjoy playing. The games are really good. Especially this last one, 2K25 was really good. So for me, I like WWE. It's something that I'm a fan of. I'm going to be locking this one in on pre-order. But that is going to be it for the 32 games that are coming to Switch 2 this year that have been announced so far. Luckily, the Switch 2 drops literally right before Summer Game Fest, so I will probably have to make a follow-up video talking about everything that is announced for Switch 2 during Summer Game Fest, because I'm sure Xbox is going to have stuff, PlayStation's probably going to have some stuff, and a lot of third parties are going to be showing off games that are coming to Switch 2 this year, which is exciting. One, because I get more stuff to play on my Switch 2. Two, because I get to make more videos like this one. So I hope you all enjoyed this particular video. Let me know in the comments below what games you plan to pick up and where you would rank them in your tier list if you are making one yourself. But if you did enjoy it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Helps me out, helps the video out, and helps the channel out immensely. But until next time, peace.